Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Let's talk about the movie name called Rambo First Blood Part 2. Before starting the video, I want to say that this video is made for education and entertainment purpose only. Every image and visual used for only to explain the story and plot of the movie. It is a 1985 American war action film starring Sylvester Stallone as a Vietnam War veteran John Rambo, a sequel to the First Blood 1982. It is the second installment in the Rambo film series. The film was directed by the Giorgio P. Cosmatos from a story by Kevin Zer with a screenplay by James Cameron and Stallone. Its co-star Richard Green who reprised his role as a Colonel Sam Trotman, along with the Charles Napier, Julia Nixon, and Stephen Bakoff. After the events of the First Blood 1982, John Rambo, a former Green Beret and Vietnam War veteran, is imprisoned for a violent incident in Hope, Washington. He is sentenced to hard labor, emotionally broken but physically unstoppable. Colonel Sam Trotman, Rambo's former commanding officer, visited him in prison. Trotman offers Rambo a deal: freedom in exchange for one dangerous mission. The mission is return to Vietnam to photograph possible American POWs, means prisoners of war still held there. Rambo accepts, not for glory but because Vietnam is where his soul was left behind. Rambo is sent to a US military base in Thailand. There he meets Marshal Mokduk, a corrupt US officer running the mission. Kobo, a Vietnam's freedom fighter who will guide him. Mokduk makes it clear, you are not to rescue anyone, only photography. Rambo senses something is wrong but proceeds. Rambo proclaims into the Vietnam's jungle alone. He navigates river traps and enemy patrols using his survival skills. With Kobo's help, he infiltrates a POW camp and discovers the American soldiers still alive, tortured and imprisoned year after the war. This hits Rambo emotionally. These men are just like him. Ignoring the Mokduk's order, Rambo rescues one POW and radios for extraction. Instead of sending help, Mokduk abandons him, claiming political reasons, and rescuing POW would expose the government lies. Rambo is furious but continues. Enemy forces capture Rambo. He is brutally tortured by the Vietnam's officer, a cruel Soviet military commander. They try to break him physiologically and physically, but Rambo refuses. Over the radio, Rambo screams, Mokduk, I am coming to get you. This moment defines the film. Rambo turned from soldier to unstoppable force. Kobo's death. Kobo sacrificed her life to save the Rambo. Her death fuel is red. Kobo escapes. Rambo escapes captivity, arms himself, and wages full-scale brutal warfare, exploding camps, destroying helicopters, killing dozens of enemies with bow, knife, and machine guns. This is Rambo at his dead list. Rambo storms the POW camp along with rescuing remaining American prisoners. He leads them to the jungle while fighting off the Vietnamese and Soviet forces. Eventually, he hijacks a helicopter and escapes barely alive. Rambo return to base. Rambo flies the helicopter directly into the US base in Thailand, where the rescue POWs. He confronts the Marduk, destroying the base equipment in anger. Emotionally, Rambo tells Trotman, I want what they want for our country to love us as much as we love. He refuses the medal or praise and walks away alone, still a soldier without a war. The film ends with a Rambo choosing freedom over a politics. He doesn't he does not turn to society, he disappears into the wilderness. The theme of this movie is betrayal of soldier and PTSD and traumas, government lives, horror, loyalty, and survival. One man versus the entire system. This movie opens in the United States on May 22nd, 1985, in a then record of 1,074 theaters, becoming the first film to release to over 2,000 theaters in the United States, and was number one film that weekend, crosses the $20.2 million overall. The film cost $150.4 million in the US and Canada, and $150 million internationally, for worldwide total $300.4 million. The film broke the various international box office records. It sets an opening weekend record in the United Kingdom with a gross of 1.1 million from 322 screens, surpassing the record set by the ET, the extraterrestrial 1982. In France, the film has record opening the day with 2,69,564 admission, and a record week with a 2,75,238 admissions.